and we are off for our afternoon walk. Today it was actually quite a good day, well, sunny day when we went for our noon walk. It was sunny, but I couldn't film because I carried 20 kilos worth of bag of kibble to Thor's apartment building. So yeah, now we have only 5 more bags to go through. Yeah, and I already asked if Naro wants some kibble, but he's even more picky than Liza. While on the other hand, Thor, he eats everything. And this is why he doesn't get treats when we meet. He has to be on a diet. But yeah, so we are still, I think there is 20 kilos back, 2 15 kilos back, and 2 25 or 30 kilos back. So yeah, a lot of kibble, especially if you take into consideration that in February, before I left in March, I left in April for Austria, and Liza finished the large bag, 25 kilos of kibble only last month, so about 3 weeks ago. Yeah, because I also bought several several packages of canned food, and of course then she got cooked food and so forth, and treats. So the kibble wasn't the priority. But yeah, and if you are wondering what happened with the elections yesterday, well, we will go to the second round. So yesterday, in 3 weeks, we will have the second round. So yeah, basically only 51% of people came and voted, which is basically, with every election, the percentage of people that attend is basically dropping. And yeah, I basically cannot stand that. In democracy, you have a right to vote and to be voted for, and then you have people who are all talk non-stop, complaining all social media, how everything is wrong, how everything is bad, how the politicians are idiots and everything. And then if you ask them, have you voted on the whatever elections there were? No, because everyone is stupid, they don't believe in them, everything is wrong. Then you have a great opportunity to form your party, to present your ideas to other people and get elected, and then you can run the country. But of course it's much more easier to just, you know, run your mouth, complain, than actually do something, even if it's just, you know, walking to the poll station and submit your vote. Oh yeah, so basically in 3 weeks is the second round, and 2 weeks later we have the local elections, and then I'm not sure where the referenda will be held, on which date. So yeah, I think I will be still able to vote. It will be I'm leaving for Poland the 1 week later, so on a Sunday. I believe that is the timeline. No, Grimo. Oh, I just realized they have. This is the new panel that they set up. I didn't realize until now that something is off here. Well, I already told you about that garden patch that has been removed. But yeah. And sloppy work. Already leaning Tower of Pisa. So yeah. And yesterday, so there was a major accident on Ljubljana roundabout with major we had more catastrophic accidents before, but it's one of the, let's say, larger of this year. So basically there was an 80-year-old guy driving on Ljubljana roundabout. You know, the highway, freeway around Ljubljana. He had at least 2 passengers, 2 female passengers in the car, both over 60. And apparently he missed his exit. So he decided to stop his car, turned around, and then driving in the wrong way on the overturn, so the left lane, so on the move quick lane, you know. And of course, because that was, you know, on Sunday around noon, there were quite a lot of people as usual. And he basically, it was straight, you know, head-on collision with another car. And then 3 other cars hit the car of the responsible party. And so far we have 2 casualties. So the 80-year-old guy and 60-something-year-old female in his car. 2 are still in very critical, life-threatening condition. They still Don't know if they will pull out, if they will get better. And there are 3 more injured, but with non-life-threatening injuries. And just today, at one, basically in front of one of the shopping malls, shopping centers in Ljubljana, a guy, I assume that it's once again an elderly gentleman, he got some kind of medical event, I assume a heart attack or something like that, seizure. They haven't released any details yet. And so he was in the car driving, and he basically rammed a group of people, customers that were basically trying to exit the store. And fortunately, so far they said no casualties, only couple of injured people. Apparently they had to resuscitate that driver, and apparently they were successful in that, in their endeavor. But yeah, and Lisa goes number 2. So this is it for now. I haven't showed you this. Last week they basically took all the outside panels and they demolished. There was a roof, if you remember, so you basically can still see where it was attached. So yeah, I don't know why the roof was the problem, but it's gone now. Yeah, two times we were here with Lisa and TJ, I believe, when it started to rain so hard that we couldn't continue walking, and we had to wait here for Lisa, kito chodmo, dol, for a lift home. And someone left apparently part of their lunch. Construction in progress. Yeah, so regarding elections, yeah, you know, so here the voting age is 18 years old. During every elections, parliamentary or like now presidential, there was always, is always question raised, should we lower it, to 16, usually they say. But if you cannot get basically almost a half of all adults already to go to vote, what do you expect from 16 to 18, which have even less concern about the society in general, So basically, since I turned 18, since I am of legal age, I went to all except one elections, and it was non-binding referendum for I don't know what. It was basically another stupid thing. I don't know what was going on, and I think I was not even in Slovenia in that time, and I said no, I will miss that. On all other occasions I have fulfilled my my civic duty. Even when, when I was now in Graz, I went home for a weekend to participate. I could actually vote by mail, or I could also vote at the consulate or embassy. But I decided, yeah, I can go home. So I went. And of course, usually when you're speaking with people, they don't know who to vote. They don't know anything about the politics or politicians or political parties that are on the ballot. Prideva tukaj, krok, pridna. Or, I'm just not interested at all. Or my favorite, it was such a nice day, so we had to go for, a little outing. We had to spend some quality time outside in the nature. You have 12 hours. You have 12 hours to go and vote. I bet that you didn't spend 12 hours outside. So yeah. If I would be able, I would basically mandate that it's your duty, not just the right. And idiots. Basically that it's your duty to go to vote, no matter for whom or for what or for which party, just that you have to vote. Of course, this is not possible because, democracy, freedom of choice, freedom of everything. But, it's problematic when the participation is non-stop dropping. People are without any clear idea of knowledge of political process, of political situation. And that kid on a scooter, he will kill someone, and freedom. Yeah. Yeah, hopefully, things will not get worse regarding this political participation, because you can see across the world when the political participation, voters do not show up, more fringe groups that have steady electoral base are rising on the left and on the right. And then you have completely unsuitable people running countries or local governments. And nothing cannot be done because, democracy. So yeah. But on, democracy is still better than dictatorship or any sort of other authoritarian regimes. the best of the worst situations that you can have. So yeah. So NLB is our largest bank. So if you need a credit to get an apartment in the tallest apartment building in Slovenia, you just call them. Tvojim sanjam o novem domu dajemo priložnost. To your dream about... Ne, ta pa ni za božat. About a new home, we give them a chance. So we give chance to your dreams about new home. Yes. So yeah, let's end on this point because too much of depressing stories can affect your health. Lizzie, pojdi deva čez, no. And she has to pee here. So yeah, okay. Let's end here.